Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Just a Vision. It is your girl here, Jaquel Viola, and I am back with another video. But with that being said, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm honestly not even exactly sure what the title of this video is going to even be called. I just know that it's finally time for me to speak my truth upon things that I know is right and what I know is wrong. And especially if I want to be a motivational speaker and an advocate and a transformational life coach, I need to speak my truth and I need to motivate and inspire others to start speaking their truths as well. So I know that right now with everything that's been going on, it's a lot for many of us to process. I understand because it's one thing after another. First it was the COVID and the pandemic and it's spreading everywhere, and then the lockdown, and now this guys, we're dealing with rioting and looting and protesting. Like, what, honestly, what is next to come? Because we're only 6 months into the new year. 6 months into the new year, and we're already dealing with all of this craziness over here. And now it's not even just over here, it's spreading out to other parts of the world because people are understanding that we shouldn't be out here hating each other for their skin color and their religion and their orientation. Whatever the case is, we need to learn to unconditionally love each other for who they are and not what they are on the outside. It's who they are on the inside. Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, we need to learn to love each other and judge each other, not just because of the color of our skin, but by the content of our character, because not everybody is the same, and they just assume that. They don't like to look at the fact. They don't like to read in between the lines. But honestly, guys, I really think all of this is happening, obviously it is happening for a reason, but I feel like a lot of people don't understand that it's happening for the greater good because they are just trying to show you the negative effects of this. They're not trying to show you the positive. They want to keep you in that state of fear. And by they, guys, I mean the government. And obviously you guys don't have to believe me because everybody has their own opinion. But personally, I feel like the reason why, the riots and the protests and, the looting and all that is happening is because the government wants to keep us separated. They're only showing us the negative side of everything that's going on. They don't want to show you the positive sides. Why? Because they don't want us to come together, because they want to keep us in that state of fear. They want to keep us divided, and they want people to think that, one race is better than the other, when it's not. We are all humans. We are all the same on the inside. We all cry tears. No, they should be clear tears, and then we all bleed red blood. So why are we out here deciphering whether or not one race is superior than the other, which isn't true? The creator of the universe made us all, we're all the same human race, but we're all differently. We're all different because that's how we were supposed to be made. If we were supposed to be made the same, then the creator would have made us exactly the same, but he didn't. No, he made us all different for a reason. And I honestly feel like I've told you guys before, that the creator of the universe made us different so we could either set aside our differences and learn to work together and make the world a better place, or to bring our differences together and make the world a better place. It's either or. You just got to do whatever one you feel is right. But I feel like it's either or. You can either set aside your differences to make the world a better place, or you can, use your differences and bring them together to make a world a better place. It's just whether or not you have that open mind and that optimism to realize that life is about unconditional love and supporting each other rather than bashing one another and hating each other. So for me, guys, I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm trying my best to stay away from all the negativity. I'm trying to keep my vibrations high because you guys know that I'm always trying to be happy and positive and spread the unconditional love and support with you guys. But with the social media and the news, it's kind of hard to keep your vibrations so high, especially when you know that what some people are saying is wrong, and you know that some people are saying is right, and everybody has their own opinions and everybody has their own thoughts. It's a lot for you to process, a lot for you to take in. And it's like, wow, is this really happening? And then you think about it and it's like, wow, this is really happening. And sometimes it might take all of your energy out of you, which is what it did for me the last few days. The last few days I have not been myself. I've been thinking about this, that, and the other, and I've been trying to process everything that I wanted to say, and I've been trying to figure out how I want to say it, because like I said, it's my turn to speak my truth and to make the world a better place. So let me just tell you, I really feel like this is a long time coming. I feel like they knew it was going to happen, but they just didn't think it was going to be as massive and as explosive as it was because of the whole, COVID. They didn't think that it was going to be as crazy. You know, they wanted to keep everybody inside, they wanted to keep everybody away from each other, but they didn't think it was going to get this crazy, especially with all the other countries that are coming out here and supporting the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And so I truly believe that it's all happening for the greater good. So I'm not going to let them and the government and the news and the negativity keep me in that state of fear, because I know that it's happening for the greater good, because a lot of people are realizing that we should unconditionally love each other no matter what. Why do you think the protests are happening? Because people are starting to realize that we need to learn to come together and accept each other for who we are, and not bashing each other and not feeling like we're superior than the other. No, a lot of people are realizing that life is about unconditional love to whoever you want to have in your life, and, you know, being there with them whenever you need it and whenever they need it. So with that being said, guys, throughout my whole spiritual awakening, you guys know that I'm trying to work on myself each and every single day, and I've been getting these messages from the universe about finally speaking my truth and trusting myself and knowing that I can make a difference in this world. I just have to not let the negativity get to me, and I just keep needing to do what needs to be done. So this is my time to finally speak my truth and to use it to spread my messages to everybody, because you guys know that my goal in life is to motivate and inspire others to speak their truth, to go after what they believe is right, start living their lives to the fullest, and going after the life that they truly want to have. So right now my goal is to just spread my message out to the rest of the world. With everything that's just been going on the last few days, guys, I've realized that I haven't actually been able to be my full, true, authentic self. And the universe keeps telling me to be true to myself, and I've realized that the last almost 21 years of my life that I've been living, I haven't truly been my authentic self. And why? Why haven't I been my true authentic self, guys? Because I haven't been my true authentic self because of how the world treats you. The world treats you so negative, and they make you feel that you are less valued than everybody else. They make you feel like your life doesn't matter. And then they wonder why our suicide rates are so high, and they wonder why, you know, this is happening, that is happening. It's because our country is full of negativity. Our world is full of negativity. I'm not going to just say our country, but in general, I feel like our country is full of so much negativity. They feel like they have to be separate. And we're supposed to be the United States. We're supposed to be the United States of America. How are we supposed to be united if we're out here telling other people that they don't deserve the same rights as other people because of their skin color, because of their sexual orientation, or their religion? How is that fair? How can anybody continue to live in America and be their true authentic selves when they have to actually hide who they are? I know that for me, I have not been my true authentic self, and I'm now coming to realization after 21 years, I haven't been my full, true, authentic self, because I was fearing the fact of being looked at differently for who I am, what my roots were, and where I came from. Honestly, I feel like it's truly sad. It's truly sad that to be in America, you have to feel like you are superior to other people. It's sad to be in America knowing that you are a biracial child. You know, you have a parent who is white and a parent who is black. And maybe it's not even just white and black, but there are other biracial kids in America. But I feel like a lot of us feel like we can't even be our true authentic selves because we are living in a country that's full of, I don't want to say, what's the word? I don't want to say fakery, because that's not a word, but basically this country is full of like fake people. They're not being their true authentic selves because they are feared of being looked down upon. They are feared of being discriminated against because of who they are and where they actually came from. Everyone is always going to have an opinion of you, no matter what the situation is. And it's like some people say that, oh, you're half white, so you have half the privilege, or oh, you're half black, so you don't have as much privilege. It's sad to say that white privilege is a thing, but it shouldn't even be a thing. Why should white people feel the need that they are higher and superior to other people just because their skin complexion is a little bit lighter? Which makes no complete sense to me at all, because as I learned growing up, that a lot of people who are white pay thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be our skin color. because they want to be tan. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so white compared to the rest of my family. They're so tan, so I have to go out and get a tan. So why are you guys fantasizing our skin color? Why are you guys wanting to be our skin color if you guys are more superior? My grandma taught me growing up that I shouldn't, hate who I am and my skin color just because of other people. She literally told me, why do you hate your skin color? There's so many people out there in the world who would die to be your skin color. And this is my white grandma, my mom's mom, who had, who unfortunately passed away. But she used to tell me all the time that I was beautiful and unique in my own way, and which is true. We are all beautiful, unique in our own way. But she would tell me, why do you hate your skin color? Why do you hate your skin color when so many people pay to be your color? You don't have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. And she's right. I don't have to pay that. So why should I be ashamed of my skin color and who I am when other people want to be like me? But at the same time, they're still bashing people for being a darker complexion. It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. So why should they have privilege when they want to be the same color as us? Not only that, guys, since my spiritual awakening and since I want to be a motivational speaker and an advocate and a transformational life coach, again, this is my time for me to speak my truth. How is it fair to be a young mixed person, or not even just mixed, but how is it fair to be a mixed racial person living in America and they can't even fully love and accept themselves because of fearing the life of how other people would treat them? I went to a predominant white school, where a lot of people frowned upon me or they looked down on me. I even had a substitute teacher tell me, or not necessarily me, but telling a group of 12-year-olds how much he hated black people and how much their lives didn't matter. A group of 12-year-olds. You really want your children to go out there and treat other people differently because of their skin color? And you have a teacher that's out here telling children that these black people's lives don't matter? That's uncalled for. This is literally what America is. America is supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave. We're supposed to be united, and we're not even united because we feel the need to be superior to other people. We feel the need to tell other people that their lives don't matter just as much as ours. A lot of people are supposed to be coming to America because they want a better life for themselves and for their family. How are they supposed to have a better life when they are getting looked upon, calling them illegal aliens? They want to come to America for a better life, but they can't even come here and have that true, authentic, better life because America isn't even united. It isn't even united. It's basically the divided America. Because we're not united, we're divided states. We need to come together, and a lot of people are starting to realize that. That's why they're doing the protesting and they're doing the looting. And people are like, oh my gosh, they're burning down buildings or doing this or doing that. Okay, they're doing that, but these buildings can be replaced. These buildings, these stores, the technology, the gadgets that you have, that can all be replaced. It's all insured by the store. But you can't bring back another black person's life. You can't bring back their lives. And it's unfair that we can't even grow up in the country that we're from and live that happy, authentic life because of a fear of being looked down upon or a fear of being discriminated against. How is it fair for me to grow up in America and try to be who I'm supposed to be and living these happy, successful life when that's not even what they're showing you? They're showing you that they want you to be divided. They're showing you that, just because this person is this color and this person is this color, this person has a, higher rank and status than them. They can't raise up to their potentials. Not even just me. How is it fair that, a lot of biracial kids, not even just white and black, but like white and Mexican or black and Mexican or white and Hispanic or white and Japanese. How is it fair for them to live in this country feeling like their lives don't matter as much as other people's because they're only half of the white spectrum or they're only half of this? And they have to sit there and they have to, wonder why their lives don't matter just as much as everybody else's. And then you guys wonder why there's so much negativity, there's so much bullying, and there's so much suicide, and the rates are going up so high, is because America is teaching us to hate each other. They're teaching us to be divided. They don't want us to be united. They want us to be divided. Honestly, it's to the point where I grew up not wanting to even learn my culture, not even wanting to know my dad's side of the family, because of how I didn't want to be treated like that. I didn't even want to be a part of that. It's sad that people have to grow up not even wanting to be a part of that culture, not even wanting to be a part of who they really are because of the fear of being discriminated against and being judged upon. I grew up feeling like, I should always be with the white side of my family, with my mom's side of the family. That way people would want to talk to me. That way people would want to be my friend. That way people would look at me as being the same, as because I hung out with those type of people. It's pretty sad that I had to grow up not wanting to be a part of my dad's side of the family just because of how I would be viewed upon and looked at. And it's like, I'm sitting here 21 years later realizing, like, damn, like, I really didn't even get the chance to know my entire family because I was afraid. But that's what America teaches you. They're teaching you to be afraid to speak your truth. They're teaching you to be afraid to be who you really are meant to be. Why? Because they don't want you to be able to raise up to those expectations. They don't want you to be able to be at the same level as them. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I'm sure that a lot of people like me who are biracial have experienced this, but not even exactly biracial, but people who are of other ethnicities living in America. They came here for freedom. They came here for a better life, but they can't even have that because they are judged on. They are frowned upon. They can't even be their true, authentic selves. They can't even appreciate who they are or where they came from. They can't even be a part of who they really are because of how America is showing, or not even showing, but teaching our children. We're teaching our children that they shouldn't be themselves. They're teaching their children that you should be this kind of way towards other people. No, you shouldn't. And racism is not even a natural thing. That is something that is taught. Those are for the closed-minded people who can't see past the barriers. They can't see past the skin color. Not only that, these people don't even know the facts. They don't even read in between the lines of why slavery is even legal, or why it was even legal. They don't even read between the lines. They don't even want to know the facts. They just go with what the government tells them, because they are afraid. They're in that state of fear of raising their vibrations. They're in the fear of speaking their truth and seeking out for much more. But now is not the time. Now is the time to speak your truth for what you really believe in. Now is time to use your voice so that we can make the world a better place, so we can bring people together, so we can live this happy, unconditional love and supporting life. I never had interest in meeting any of my family or getting any, information from them, learning about them. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cousins that I don't even personally know because I have been afraid all of my life of getting to know them and meeting them and wondering what people would think about me if I was actually that close to that side of my family. It's so sad that literally in America you have to be afraid of knowing who your own family is. Just because you don't want to be frowned upon, just because you want people to love you, and you want people to like you. My whole life I have felt some type of way about, black people because of the stereotypes. Oh, like black people only do this and they only do that. It had made me start to look at black people in a different view. Even though I am a part of their culture, America taught me to view black people in a disgusted way, and that's not fair. It's not fair. Why? Because my dad is black. My dad is black, and I shouldn't have to view people like that. My dad shouldn't have to be scared just to go drive around his town and to do what he needs to do, to walk outside. My brother, he is a mixed man, but in America, they would view him as a black man. It is sad that my only brother has to go out there and be viewed by the world as a thug, as a criminal, thinking that he's not able to accomplish anything. My dad, as many times as he's got arrested for not even being the person that they were meant to get. Stereotypes that, black people only do this and they only do that. Those are the stereotypes of America. That's what they're teaching you. This is America. They're teaching you to be divided. We're supposed to be, united, and they're teaching us to be divided. I've dealt with racism, but only up to a certain extent. There are people out there who get criticized every single day because of their skin color. Yes, I dealt with racism. People telling me that, if slavery was still legal, then, none of this would be a problem. Or if slavery was still legal, you would be a slave. Or telling me that, if slavery was still legal, you would want your cotton picked by a group of, black-eyed mother effers. I've dealt with that type of racism, but never to the extent that I had to fear for my life. Like a lot of my people, a lot of my, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, a lot of them have to fear for their life. They can't even go outside. They can't even run, down the street, go for a jog without being in fear of, oh, is this going to be my last day? I can't even go for a jog because these white people are just going to come after me and shoot me. I can't even ask for help, with my car breaking down because the police are going to think that I am, trying to attack them. Or with this whole case, didn't even try to look at the facts with the whole fake $20 bill. You didn't even try to look at the facts. But no, you stuck your knee on his neck because you didn't care about his life. Just because he was black, you wanted to, put him in a category as being as like everybody else. America makes you feel less than you deserve to feel. They don't want you to feel like you are equal to other people. And that's what they teach you growing up. They don't even teach you everything. They only teach you what they want you to know. They don't teach you all the facts. And we shouldn't have to be afraid to live our lives and to, just peacefully want to just go outside and spend time with our family and friends and do the things we enjoy. But unfortunately, we can't even do that. We can't even do that without somebody accusing us of doing something wrong, even if we don't even do anything wrong. Like I said in my last video, why does racism still exist? If you guys haven't watched it, check it out. But why does it still exist? It doesn't even make sense why it exists, because people are out here fantasizing over, these African American celebrities, but yet y'all aren't even trying to fight for them. Y'all are out here fantasizing over their music and their clothes and this and that, but when it really comes down to it, you're not even trying to speak up for them because of your privilege. You don't want people to stop liking you because you're afraid to speak your truth. Speak your truth. This is the time for us to speak our truth and to let the world know how, America really is. We're supposed to be united, but instead we're divided. They want us to be divided. They don't want us to be equal. But this shit has been going on for way too long. And I'm sorry for cussing, but this has been going on for way too freaking long. For over 400 years plus, African Americans have had to deal with this racism and this prejudice and this hate and this injustice and the police brutality. Now, I'm not saying that other ethnicity groups have not experienced this, because that's not true. Because there are, the Jews that experienced the Holocaust, and the Mexicans and the other people that aren't from here. They are known as illegal immigrants, and they can't even live this happy life or get the jobs that they want to have without being criticized. But for right now, it's literally about Black Lives Mattering. Yes, again, every life matters. Everybody's life matters. Every ethnicity, every race, every religion, every sexual orientation, identity, whatever the case, everybody's life matters. But right now, we need to make up for we need to stand up for what we stand for. We need to get out there and we need to let people know that we need to put an end to this. It's been going on for way too long. We've always been criticized from the white people, making us feel like we are less than we deserve, making us feel like we don't deserve to live here on this earth, making us feel like, we aren't as smart and as comprehensive as other people. But it finally needs to come to an end. This needs to come to an end. Our ancestors, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and many more, they tried their best to make the world a better place. All of them. And they helped out a lot. We have rights now, and there's not slavery because of Abraham Lincoln and everything. Who he abolished slavery. But at the same time, their words were heard, but it wasn't heard well enough. And that's why all of this protesting and this looting is happening. And I hate when, all these people are putting out there, well, Martin Luther King wouldn't want this to happen or wouldn't want that to happen. Well, guess what? We are not Martin Luther King. We are a whole new generation, and we're tired of this. We're tired of it. And if we have to stand up for what we believe in, if we have to fight, if we have to do destruction, we will, to show them that we're not putting up with this shit anymore. Enough is enough. We all need to have equal rights. We all need to be treated the same. And we're going to stand our ground until it is done. So people need to understand the bigger picture. Who cares if they're burning down buildings? And who cares if they are, destroying all this technology? Again, all of this stuff can be replaced, but our lives cannot be replaced. The government is our enemy. They are not our friends. No matter what they say, they are not our friends. They're the ones causing this ruckus. People were trying to peacefully protest. People were trying to just peacefully walk down the street and just let them know and let their voices be heard. But no. The government and, the higher authorities had to take action. They started all this. And for the people who don't, believe that they started it, that's your opinion. That's all on you guys. That is your opinion. I have no words to say against that. But then again, it kind of makes sense. They don't want us to be the same. They don't want us to be equal. Then you have Trump over here calling, people thugs and this, that, and the third, talking about if the looting continues and the shooting is going to start, this, that, and the third. He's literally so, he's so racist, and he's blatantly racist. And you guys are so blind to the fact and brainwashed by it that you don't even understand, everything that's going on, nor do you guys even care to check the facts. You're only doing the he said type crap. Assuming that all people are drug dealers, that all people are robbers, and, that they're in gangs, and they do this and they do that, and you guys always try to categorize and stereotype us. But then again, you guys don't read in between the lines. Do you ever wonder why we are called thugs, why we are, called drug dealers, this, that, and the third, and why we are doing this? It is because for the longest time, America has always treated people like we were less than we deserve, making us feel like, the only way for us to even have a living is to go out there and to rob other people, is to go out there and to, be a gangbanger and to do drugs and to do this and to do that. You guys literally gave us no other choice but to live that lifestyle. For the longest time, we couldn't even go to the same schools as you guys. We couldn't even have the same education. So obviously, they're going to have to turn to something. They're going to have to turn to something to get their money to feed their families and to help them. They have to go do something. You guys are sitting here and saying that black people only do this and they only do that. Well, if you guys think about it and you read in between the lines, the only reason they do this shit is because of how you guys have treated them, telling them that they don't deserve the same rights and positions in the same businesses as you guys. That is unfair. No wonder why they are out here doing all of this. And, the only reason that they are doing this is because you guys never allowed them to actually have the life that they were meant to have. You guys never allowed them to have it. You only referred to them as being violent and to be vicious and to be this and to do that. Well, if you guys are continuing to say it, then they might as well do it, right? They might as well put into action behind the words that you guys are saying about them. And with the whole looting and the breaking stuff down and being called criminals and thugs and all that, honestly, I don't blame them for breaking anything and for looting. Why? Because you guys are always constantly calling them that, so they might as well show you what a thug is. They might as well show you what a criminal is. If you're going to assume that they are one, then they should just show you what it is, right? Because actions speak louder than words. They might as well show you it. And not only that, and the whole thing with, people just stealing stuff just in general, I don't blame them either, because for the longest time, there's so many people who are hungry and who are homeless in America, and they don't even get the same rights as other people because of their skin color, because of their religion, because of their ethnicity. So I don't even care about the people that are out there that are stealing stuff and they're looting and they're breaking stuff down, because for the longest time, America has treated everybody different. Everybody. They have treated the white people as, being higher and superior to other people, when in reality that's not even true. I honestly feel like they know that they aren't even that superior. They're just afraid of everybody. They're afraid of everybody coming together. That's why they want you to feel like that. They want you to be in that state of fear. So personally, I don't even care that all of this is happening, but I do know that it's happening for a reason. And we're supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave, but then again, people are out there trying to, do their freedom of speech. They're trying to protest because they have that right to, but then again, they can't even do it because Trump is out here saying, oh, if you are continuing to do the riots and the protesting, like, I'm going to shoot you, and we're going to put out the National Guard and all of that. We're supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave, and the people that are being brave and risking their lives and going out there for other people, they can't even do that without the government trying to say that they're going to kill them. Like, do you guys not even understand, like, what this country is even about? They are the ones that are teaching us the violence. They are the ones that are teaching us the looting. Why? Because they don't teach you the facts. They only teach you what they want you to know. They came over here. They took this land away from the Native Americans, and they had African Americans build this land. They went over to Africa, took people from their land to bring them over here to build the land for them. Why? Because they are no offense to other people out there, because not everybody is like this, but then again, they are the ones who are lazy. They are the ones who don't actually want to do the work from themselves. That's why they brought over other people from another country to even build all of this shit for them, because they're too freaking lazy to do it. They just want to be in higher power. They want to be superior, when in reality, it's not really them. They're afraid of us. They're more afraid of us than we should be of them. Why do you think they're causing all of this to happen? Because they know that if we come together, if we unite, then we can overthrow them. But that's why they're putting out, the racist people that are in the police force and in the military, because they want us to be afraid. They want us to be in that state of fear, but we can't let them continue to let us live in the state of fear. We can't continue to let them rule our lives. No. We need to stand up for what we believe in, and I believe that the whole Black Lives Matter and the protesting and the rioting, I do feel like this is all happening for a reason, and is happening for the greater good, because everybody needs to learn that Black lives matter just as much as everybody else. It's time for all of this to come to an end, for this race war to come to an end. We're not even trying to start a race war. We're honestly trying to end it. We're trying to end it. We just want to be accepted for who we are. We want to be able to have these, same positions in the higher power and the different authorities. We're trying to have it, but at the same time, the government doesn't want us to. They want us to be separate from each other, because they know that the unity will make them not be able to have the life that they want to have anymore. So instead of us coming together, they want to take us and tear us apart. But we can't continue to let them tear us apart. We can't continue to let them tear us apart. This is America. America should be about, like the founding fathers said, letting everybody come together, having the unconditional, freedom of speech, having, the pursuit of justice and happiness, and everybody should be treated equal, no matter what your sexual orientation is, your skin color, your religion, your ethnicity, whatever the case is. We should all be treated equal. We should all have the same inalienable rights. We need to stop treating other people like they don't deserve the same kind of lifestyle that we deserve. We need to stop it. It's pretty sad that America has come to the point where they are teaching people to hate everybody. They are teaching people to be divided instead of united. They are teaching us to hate other people just because their skin complexion is a little bit darker. When again, it doesn't even make sense, because they're out here praising, higher celebrities, and they're out here wanting to be our same skin color, but yet again, they're out here telling other people that, our lives don't matter. None of it makes sense. It really doesn't make sense. Like, America is really the place where you can't even actually live this happy, abundant lifestyle that you want to have without being in fear of, your life every single day. Like I said, a lot of people come to America to have this greater life, but they can't even have this greater life because of everything that's going on. Because everybody feels like they don't deserve to be here. Everybody's starting to feel like, they're trying to keep it separate, and that's exactly what they're doing. But then again, a lot of people don't realize is that we're going into this higher shift in vibration and consciousness, and that's why a lot of people are coming together. They are coming together because they realize that we should be out here loving each other unconditionally. So we need to continue to stick together and unite with one another. We need to unite with everybody, because we are all brothers and sisters. In the name of the Lord and the man upstairs, we are all brothers and sisters, and we need to fight for what is right. And if it is to overthrow the government, to now let everybody to have the same inalienable equal rights, then that's what we need to do. Black lives matter. All lives matter. Yes, all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter, guys. You need to realize that, yes, every single body's life on this entire planet matters, but we can't say that all lives matter until Black people have the same inalienable rights as everybody else. We can't say that all lives matter until we stop judging Black people for who they are, stereotyping them, saying that they don't deserve to have this life and that life. We can't say all lives matter until everybody is equal. We can't say all lives matter until this race war ends and we have an anti-racist government. We can't continue to have this racist government. No, we need to stick up for what is right, because this is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. We should be able to have free will, speak our minds, the pursuit of happiness, bringing everybody together, being united instead of divided. We need to bring everybody together. Come on, guys. We need to bring everybody together. Unconditional love and support. We need to stop allowing children to go through life feeling like their life doesn't matter. We need to stop letting biracial and children of a different ethnicity feel like their lives don't matter and that they shouldn't be their true authentic selves just because other people won't agree with it. No, we should teach each other to love each other unconditionally, no matter who they are, where they came from, and what their life was about. We need to teach other people unconditional love and support, because that was what life is about. It's about living to motivate and inspire others to become the best version of themselves, becoming who they are meant to be, while spreading the peace, love, and positivity everywhere they go, no matter where it is in the world. We need to bring everybody together and knowing that we are all one. We are all one, guys. And this was finally my time to speak my truth, because this needs to change. This needs to change. I'm finally being my true authentic self, and I finally want to learn who I am and where I came from, because I'm not letting the government and I'm not letting these racist ass people out here tell me that my life doesn't matter as much as theirs. So this is finally my time to be my true authentic self, and I'm out here giving you guys the knowledge and the information, and hopefully you guys will take this and run with it so that you are able to speak your truth, so you are able to speak what is on your mind and let the world know how you feel. We need to let the world know how this is making you feel. We need to come together. So in order for us to do that, guys, we need to, participate in these different campaigns that are going on right now. If we don't want to continue having this type of government and these type of people that are in the government being racist and not letting everybody be equal, we need to do something about it. The different campaigns, voting. Guys, honestly, I have never voted before, but this is my time to finally vote, because I need to make a difference in the world. If I want to make a difference, then I have to go out there and I have to do it. So I encourage everybody out there to vote. Vote when the time is right, because we need to not continue to live life like this anymore. We're supposed to be united. So vote for the candidate that you know is going to bring this country together rather than separating everybody. We've already had protests in all of the states. We've had protests worldwide, so we need to learn to bring everybody together. So in order for us to bring everybody together, you need to vote for who you think is right, who you think is going to bring people together rather than hating them and dispersing them and separating them. And you need to start encouraging people to, promote Black businesses, promote Black people, Black history, and letting the world know that this race war needs to end. It needs to end today. Today it needs to end. So we need to go out there. We need to spread the unconditional love everywhere we go. We need to do the Black Lives Matter, continue protesting, but do it peacefully. And if you need to take it to the next level, then by all means, but try your best to be peaceful at first, because they say that violence never solves anything. But hey, you never know what's going to happen. I don't say go out there and, just blow up everything, but do what you think needs to be done in order to get the results that you want to see. So vote. Vote for the candidate that you think is going to be the best person to run our country. Speak up your truth for what you know is right. Spread the unconditional love everywhere you go. Let racist people know that they're the problem in society, and that they need to switch up their mindset. They need to learn to teach their children the right. They need to teach their children the right stuff that's going on and not what the government is telling them, because again, they only teach us in schools what they want us to know. They don't teach us everything. They don't teach us that, they stole the land from the Native Americans. No, they said, the whole first Thanksgiving and the Pilgrims and the Indians, this, that, and the third. How do we even know that that's all even true? How do we even know that? We don't. We only know what they want us to know. So start speaking your truth, going after what you know is right. Spread the awareness of Black Lives Matter, posting about Black history, black businesses, and how we are able to bring people together, guys. Again, this is America. We are supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave. We are supposed to be united. We're supposed to be united, guys. So learn to love each other for who they are, accept each other, and make a difference in the world. Speak your truth and get done what needs to get done. But I think this is going to be the end of my video, guys, and I hope, I hope this gave you knowledge and wisdom, and it motivated you and inspired you to start speaking your truth and sticking up for what you know is right, so that we can learn to bring everybody together rather than hating each other. We need to learn to bring everybody together. I hope this video gave you a little bit of information and a little bit of knowledge, and it let you know that we shouldn't be ashamed of who we are. We should love each other for who they are. We shouldn't be ashamed of being ourselves and being afraid of living our life and being our true authentic selves, especially in this country where it's supposed to be, the land of the free and the home of the brave, and it's supposed to be the place where people can make their lives better. But unfortunately, that's not what it has been the last, couple hundred years, and we need to change that. We need to change it right now and today. So I hope this, I hope you guys see the bigger picture and that we can learn to all love each other and appreciate one another. All right, guys, so I really hope that this video gave you guys knowledge and wisdom and information and motivation to start living your truth, speaking your truth, using your voice, so that we can learn to love each other unconditionally and make the world a better place. If you enjoyed this video and it gave you some insight, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, and I will be back with more videos. Peace.
Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry 'em. Yeah, I'ma go it.